Well guys, it's Dream Colors here, and today we are going to look on 3D camera tracking. So 3D camera tracking, this I think is the process of tracking the 3D camera from the footage so that we can add some 3D stuffs on that footage. 3D camera tracking enables us to add 3D stuffs and enables us to add more features on the footage. Let's look on what we are going to create. As you can see, there are these 3D text has been added to each and every hotel or plaza as its name. So I thought this is kind of funny to add some 3D stuff explaining some things. So I've tried it to add this 3D text on every place. As you can see right here, it's main. Instead, it's coming with all the features on the footage and almost everything. If you can see, also have this text. I've just added the name of my company, and also we have this Blue Rock Plaza somewhere right there. So without wasting our time, let's get started. Grab your footage, create a new composition by dragging on this icon. So we have our footage right here as it seems. The second process is to bring up the camera tracker. So go to window, come down into tracker, and then the track is right here. So we can track camera, we can stabilize the motion, track motion, wrap, stabilize, and a lot of things. But today we are going to select our footage and only track camera. What you need is just the camera. So 3D camera tracking has two processes. First, it analyzes your footage and then it solves the camera according to the footage it is analyzing. So I think I'll be back after it has finished. And well, as you can see now, our footage, our tracker is solving the camera from the footage, and soon we will have our 3D camera in place. So we have all these points tracked. Let me render track points so that we can see them. All these points have been tracked on our composition. I'll find one point which is against the walls, like we are looking at it, so that we can use it to pin our objects. So I think a point like this one will do good. Okay, right click on it and create a null object and a camera. So now we have all this. Let me just remove this track and maybe even delete this 3D camera tracker for now. We already have the camera, so we don't need it anymore. So if you look closer, you can see that this null object moves with the hotel, moves with this. So we can just add a 3D camera, 3D objects on the footage, and they will all respond to the camera. So let's get started adding 3D objects. Let's add a text right here saying that this is annex. I'm not sure if this is annex hotel or this one. So people from Arusha, you know this. I'll just write annex for now. Annex. So then I select this tool and make annex layer 3D, push it back on the Z space until it resides well with our building right there, and then maybe push it up so that it will be on top of the building, maybe something like that. For annex, and maybe pull it up a little bit and back and up again. and maybe rotate it a little bit on no, not that much. Okay, let me hit R on it, and let's see. Yeah, -5. No, -5 it doesn't do good. -10 maybe. Okay, now we have this text, and this text moves well with our building. Let's duplicate it, Control D, and then move it even over to this second hotel down here, and this is known as Acuirine Hotel. So let's rotate a little bit this one on UI space, something like this, and then let's move back even more. So to switch from one tool to each other, they have their own shortcut. For this selection tools, press V, hand tool press H, zoom tool Z. Each and every tool right here is its own shortcut, so make sure to check that out, so that you will not left so that will not leave you behind, not get left behind. So hit rotation for that, and maybe make it 0. No, 0 is much. -6, -8. Yeah, -8 is good for that one. So we have Annex, Acuirine, and then you have Hugo Plaza. So you can just duplicate Acuirine and then move it over to Hugo Plaza, and maybe rotate it this way and give it the name Hugo Plaza. And maybe move it down, move it sideways, and even move it back on the Z space, because the plaza is very far. And maybe rotate return in this space, something like, yeah, that one. And then you have Hugo Plaza, Annex Acuirine, Hugo Plaza, and then you have main stand. So just duplicate this, name it as main stand. Okay, then this main stand, move it down. Oh, I did change the name right here. So main stand, just renamed it there. Main stand, and then click away as usual. Then let's rotate it. First, let's go some clicks away and move it over, and then let's go some clicks away, something like this one. Want it to the side, just on top of the X space. So hit R and rotate, hit W to use this tool, and then let's rotate first on this space, now on the Y space, yeah, and then let's scale it up. Let's scale up the text like that, and then let's move this over. We're just getting a very nice responsive text which responds to what we have written. So then we have SingSang, Billboard, and then we have these other issues. So let's also write for them. Name it SingSang. Not sure if I have written correctly, but I think it's correct. So move it over so that when you go there, we'll find him right there waiting for us. Move it over again, go right where the billboard is, and then rotate in Y space, maybe in X a little bit, and then in Y again, and then maybe this way, and then in Z space this way, so that it will look like it will be the same as this one, as this bit body. So I'm trying to make it horizontally equal to this one, something like that. Maybe move it very far on the Z space, yeah, something like that, and then like that, move it over so it stays at the top of this building, this billboard. So you have Sing Sang. I have written Sang Sang or Chinese. So Sing Sang, good. I'm not good in Chinese or Japanese, so I'm sorry for that. Then you have Annex Yakurini Ugo Plaza main stand Sing Sang. Let's duplicate Sing Sang and then rename it as Blue Rock. Blue Rock, because we have a plaza known as Blue Rock. It's somewhere over there again. So move it over. As usual, we need to rotate it. So bring the rotation tool, rotate in Y space, and then in this space, like that, and then push it. Let's see, bring the hand tool, and let's see how does this Blue Rock stays. So our hotel is right here. So what you need to do first is to push it back on the Z space, maybe move it over a little bit so that it won't interfere with this one. Okay, I don't need color right now. Move it over somewhere there, and then maybe push it down a bit, and then push it very, very far, and then let's rotate it again to Z, something like that, and then move it down a little bit. Nope, not you, this one. Move it down, something like that. So when we fit it, when you zoom out, we have Blue Rock right there, and all this according to their positions. And then let's add in Namvua Plaza for this last one. So just duplicate this one and move it over very closer, and then let's maybe somewhere like there, and let's write Namvua, and then move it over a little bit. We need to rotate it a little, just a little bit, and then we need to move it over again, maybe rotate it again on this one. Yeah, so up to now we are done in creating this, in adding these 3D features. Let me cut out the volume for this. Okay, it's already turned off. I wanted to turn off the volume for the footage because we don't use it and we don't really need it. As you can see, we have our plaza and almost everything is right there. You can see our main stand, we have everything. So this is how we do, and this is how we create this 3D text, how we add 3D text in the footage, on the footage. And maybe let's make this footage to look more cool. So let's add maybe curve adjustment on this one, and then let's play with this curves adjustment for this footage. So maybe bring down the exposure, contrast it a little bit, and then maybe down this much, and let's see how does it look like. Okay, it's look like, oh, okay, this is reddish, so let's maybe create a something like cinematic reddish color, and then let's play with this green a bit, minimize it, and maybe add some contrast a little bit on it. So this looks cool, and maybe let's add a little bit of blue, of brown, the whole scene. So how does it know? Let's see what is good for this one. Maybe let's add Gaussian blur on the footage, and this Gaussian blur, let's make it maybe 3. Much too much, maybe 2. Yeah, something like that. And then let's create a new adjustment layer, and on top of this adjustment layer, double click on this one to create a nice mask, as you can see, and then set it to subtract and hit F to bring down feather and make it to 100, and then add fast blur on top of that and make it increase the brightness kidogo. Alright, something like that, maybe make it 50. And how does it look like? Too much, very too much. So let's make it maybe 10, 20, and let's scale this up and maybe play with the mask a little bit so that it won't be that straightforward. So let's check on our final composition on how does this building looks like, and maybe we can add a light somewhere where the sun is coming from and see if it will affect our footage. So let's try doing that, because the sun is coming from somewhere here, somewhere right here. Let's get a new point light, 100% cast a shadow. Okay, everything, yeah. And then where is that light? It's right all the way right here. So just move it over to somewhere right this one and check how does it affect our text, because we have 3D text. So let's see, where is it? Light, yeah, it's right there. So let's see if we can play with that light, move it somewhere like that, and then let's see. So we have the light effect on our text. As you can see, some other places turns to be brownish, something like that. And so guys, this is how we create we add 3D text. It's a very simple trick, but I decided to share it with you because you are my friends, and then this is how we learn. I always learn through tutorials, and I encourage you to learn through tutorials, and in most cases this is how we do. Thank you for watching. We will see later. I will see you later on other very nice tutorial right here on my channel. And also soon I'll be launching my own website, and it will be available soon. It will be linked to this channel. So finally we have a place where we have all these tutorials together on a single page, on a single place, so that we don't have to search in and go, this and that and this and that and this and that. We'll be having all these together on my website, dreamcolorsstudios.com. Soon it is coming. I have already registered it, but I'm designing it. I'm a web designer also, so I'm designing my own website. Soon everything will be there. Thank you for watching, and thank you for listening, and sorry for such a long tutorial, which is very short actually. but I think you have gained something. Thank you for watching. See you later.